I'll always start out with a laugh, right? Welcome to Professional Insights, brought to you by the National Referral Network and hosted by those two guys who look alike and have the same name, and we're not kidding.
Yes.
How you doing this morning? My brother from, I'm not going to say brother from another, that's a worn out line.
It is a worn out line.
It's a worn out line.
That's
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, Mike, look, it was one of those, this is one of the reasons why I didn't put my last name on here, because people would really get confused. Like, we're not joking. We literally have the same last name.
We have the same last name. He's Mike Clark. I'm Mike Clark. The only difference is the E. We sort of look alike. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here with Shelvin Byers, who is tax preparer extraordinaire. And as you're all aware of by now, hopefully, the purpose of this little broadcast is to give you wisdom, professional insights, and stuff you can use in your life, in your professional practice. If you're a professional wanting to learn from this, we are providing content that we know you'll be able to make use of somewhere. So Shelvin is a tax professional. We're coming up on tax time. Tax time is going to be upon us in about another month or so. It starts really ramping up, I think, right? I think most people don't want to start thinking about it until about February, but I'm getting calls. I'm getting calls now. Where's my 1099? Well, it's not ready yet. Why? Okay. Well, it takes time. Okay. But anyway, Mike, let me start. Let me pass it over to you. Why don't you start hurling the questions here?
I warmed up. My shoulder's ready to go. So, Shelvin, here we go. So, I took a look at the website, the Accountant on Call, that's your guys' firm. Tell us a little bit about the firm and what makes you guys unique.
Okay. It's sort of a misnomer. Well, actually, it's correct. We call ourselves the Accountant on Call because we understand how business works, and we call ourselves the Entrepreneurial Accountants because we understand how business works. And our focus is your success is our success.
So do you focus more on business owners, or do you have a mix of?
It's a mix. It is really a mix because if we help the business owners, we pick up their tax work. We do a lot of tax representation. So we have sort of a unique approach to individuals, business owners, and those that aspire to be investors, retirees, pensions, and those kinds of things, you know. Okay. That's beyond merely tax preparation.
Nice. So are you talking to your clients a lot about these other issues that exist beyond tax? Like, hey, have you, well, I don't know, have you set up a retirement plan, or have you considered a succession plan, or all these other things that seldom get addressed?
Well, yeah, they ask me, and on top of that, it's the interrelationship between accounting and taxation. So a lot of your investments can have a tax impact, and that's where we begin to explain things. These are on the individual or business level.
Okay. Because there's a uniqueness to even that. I think most tax preparers don't even go there. They're just like, bring me your tax information, have a nice day. But you're really looking at your clients more holistically.
Yes. We build relationships. Clients have been with us 5, 10. I'll give myself away. We're doing the kids' returns now. They're in college.
Oh, okay.
So you've been around a while, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I did grandpa's tax returns. Anyway, go ahead.
So, Shelvin, we have a lot of these conversations, not only with professionals, but with clients. And the one thing that we hear from clients is that they don't even know what questions to ask.
Right.
So when you go through this process and the client doesn't know what question to ask, how do you identify what the need is?
Well, we present them a lot of information, number one. That's what we do. We inquire. We ask questions. And that's how we begin. And we listen. And based upon what they tell us, I can go this way, that way, because there's a plethora of services and needs the client has. So when you hear what they're saying, I get this a lot of times. My accountant didn't tell me that. My accountant didn't tell me that. So they are really open to understanding the opportunities. Well, I didn't save on this. He didn't tell me this. We do that.
Okay. Not to mention, you just correctly used the word plethora, which is very, very rare. So
well done.
Well done. Well played, sir.
Yeah.
So if somebody's looking for a tax preparer, And what should they be thinking about? How do they approach it? How should they prepare? How should they, in general, be preparing for tax time?
Well, generally for us, we send out a couple of pages to tell them how to prepare for this year. Throughout the year, we have emails or website they can go and get information. So we interface on an ongoing basis from individuals with businesses throughout the year. And we're looking to build that relationship so we can understand and give them information throughout the year to help better prepare for tax season.
Okay.
Because a lot of times it's too late.
Oh, waiting until December for tax planning is too late, Sheldon?
Well, no, worse than that.
So with,
Wait a minute.
so
I'm
but,
sorry,
and
go ahead.
this is the challenge though, Sheldon. It's like, look, we've got so many things going on, right? As business owners, and all of a sudden, I mean, look, we're at the end of January already, right?
Yes.
So, and there's all kinds of changes that we don't even know about, right? A lot of people don't know that the Secure Act 2.0 just passed. A lot of people don't know about the Cal Savers retirement mandate.
Correct.
So where do they go? And you mentioned your website, but I mean, it's a one website in an abyss of the internet.
Right.
So how do they find correct information?
They can call. Number one, they can call us. We'll make an appointment, either virtually or on the phone. We interface on a one-to-one basis. Okay? That's how we help our clients in the relationship that we have.
Because we know in our business as financial advisors, we know that there's a difference between the front page headline and the story that's buried on page 32. Are there these, when there are big issues that your clients need to be aware of, do you get out the loudspeaker and say, hey, I know you didn't read what I send you, but you got to do this?
We do the best we can. Tax planning really begins before the year ends. Sometimes you got to structure things in the year 2022 to get the benefit when we prepare the returns in 2023.
Okay.
So being proactive is probably your best bet.
So getting out ahead of it.
Yes.
And look, if you get out ahead of this, you'll ultimately save money, and people like you better when you tell them they don't owe as much in tax as they thought, right?
And I'm going to pick on you a little bit. You don't do a 401k in December. You need to set it up because a little bit beforehand, because you got to do it before year ends. It's not like a IRA where you can make the contributions the next year, even set it up. So I do know there's a lead time that you need just for a 401, and you need to do it in the year you want to take the deduction well before December 31st.
And you talked about business owners. What kinds of things do they need to be thinking about and to be aware of, and how do you help them remain aware of the right stuff?
Okay. Number one, businesses want to make profits. And if they're making profits, there's a whole series of fringe benefits that can be had, which will reduce the business liability but won't increase their personal tax liability. We call it, there's two types of fringe benefit: taxable fringe benefits and non-taxable fringe benefits, whereby you get a benefit but you don't have to incur a tax liability on that.
Okay. So it's a difference between making the money and keeping the money.
Yes.
I mean, look,
I did a post. Go ahead.
I did a post the other day, Sheldon, on LinkedIn. Yeah. There's all these marketers talk about client acquisition and profitability. And at the end of the day, very few of them talk about actually the eroding factors of money.
Yes.
And I think that's a bigger conversation to have. And I think that's what you're alluding to, is that it's one thing to make money, but there's leaks along the way. And if you don't have your books in order, if you don't have a plan in place, at the end of the day, you basically have a bucket full of water and a hole at the bottom.
Thank you. Exactly.
That's what you have, which is not what most business owners say. I think that the reality of owning a business is, and most business owners don't know how to be owners. They don't know, they're in an area that they're unfamiliar with, and it's your job in some respects to help them, again, plug the holes in the bucket, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that, which is also kind of our job as well. We are in related businesses. You're a National Referral Network Premier member. How do you see that relationship helping your business, helping take your business to the next level?
It's the market we want. I mean, we did not start this firm just for me. It's about having professionals collaborate together and serve the client. There's a big need out there in what I refer to the SME, small medium enterprise market, that really are unaware of the opportunities that good accounting minimize your tax liability. So accounting is a service area, but tax as it relates to that is a service area. And if you're doing your own accounting, you are being a doctor on yourself.
Okay.
You know,
and I've never actually asked this question. Sorry, Mike. I've never actually asked this question on this broadcast, but as an example, how many of your clients would you say have a financial plan that they understand and are happy with?
I would say very, very few. Okay, because you got the business, you got the financial planning. They need it. And then there's a group of them, you know, as we get a little bit older, they need to do really good estate planning. Yeah. It doesn't take much to get to that level with the value of homes now and the different tax consequences if you don't do that.
Okay. It's interesting because I mean, I think the other part, Mike, is that how many of them actually have a business plan?
Yeah.
Right. And so I think those are a lot of the resources that are part of the network that we can pull from. So we have a business plan in line with the tax plan that they actually know where the boat's going.
Yeah. I don't want to I'll give it away.
Give it away, Sheldon. Give it away.
There's a workshop that we did called Supercharging Your Business, and it has to do with the Prime Directive. And the Prime Directive.
For Star Trek, for the non-Star Trek people here, explain what that is.
Well, the Prime Directive, singular, involves three things that work together. Okay?
All right.
Generate sales, deliver your product or service, collect your money.
Seems simple.
The Prime Directive. You know, why are you in business? Generate sales, deliver your product or service, and collect your money. That's number one. Now, all the things underneath that, because if you're not doing that, you don't need us. Right. Because now we come in with the accounting, the taxation. I call it the back office. Mm-hmm. Okay? That is very beneficial to a business owner.
And your association and our association with you and the association with the network really is an exponential expansion of the back office.
Correct.
Okay. Because you have all these professionals you can now plug into whenever you need to for the sake of elevating the client experience.
Correct.
And look at that. Wow. See, we got the little crawl thing happening now. Wow,
okay.
Look at that.
Yep,
Okay.
There you go, Shelvin.
We
Technology, buddy. That's the plug.
Yes. We're shameless plug time. Mike, as we wrap up, what are our final questions or thoughts?
No, Shelvin, I want to thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being part of the network. There's a lot of things that are coming down the pipe, and we just appreciate you being, one, available. I know you're getting into the tax season. I know you're busy. We appreciate the time. And for everybody watching, we're here every Tuesday morning.
Yeah, and if you're a professional and you're looking to expand your back office by extension, so that you can avail yourself of high-quality professionals, check out the National Referral Network. You can, we don't have the link here. The link is NRN. You can search nrnamerica.com. Oh, there it is. There's the link. That's the link. Check it out. Look, you won't be sorry you did. I promise you. Shelvin, thanks for giving us a few minutes.
Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day.